Welcome to Crime Chronicles, where we simplify complex stories for everyone. Hello! What's something people don't know about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Prepare to be amazed. The true story behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is more shocking than you think. Released in 1974, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a cornerstone of horror cinema. Its grainy visuals, relentless pace, and unflinching violence left audiences reeling. Over the years, it has become a cult classic, spawning numerous sequels, remakes, and imitations. The film's raw, documentary-like style heightened its terrifying allure. Many mistakenly believed it was based on true events. While fictional, the film drew inspiration from a real-life horror story, Ed Gein. Gein's gruesome crimes in rural Wisconsin during the 1950s shocked the nation and inspired countless horror films, including the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This narrative will uncover the true story behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, exploring Ed Gein's life, his heinous acts, and their influence on the film. I remember the first time I watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It was a late-night screening with friends, and the sheer terror of the film left us speechless. Little did we know, the story had roots in real-life horror. We will examine the cultural impact of the movie, its lasting legacy, and why true crime continues to captivate audiences. And let's go! The horrors of Plainfield. Ed Gein's crimes. Ed Gein was born in 1906 and raised on a remote farm in Plainfield, Wisconsin. A domineering mother and social isolation shaped Gein's early life. Gein's troubled upbringing contributed to his descent into madness. After his mother's death in 1945, Gein began to withdraw further into himself. He became obsessed with death, anatomy, and the female body. He frequented local cemeteries, exhuming corpses and taking them back to his farmhouse. Gein's crimes escalated from grave robbing to murder. He killed at least 2 women, Bernice Warden and Mary Hogan, fashioning trophies and keepsakes from their bodies. When police finally raided Gein's farmhouse in 1957, they uncovered a scene of unimaginable horror. From reality to real Gein's influence on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The gruesome details of Gein's crimes shocked the nation. The image of his farmhouse, filled with human remains turned into furniture and clothing, became a chilling symbol of madness. Gein's story resonated with horror filmmakers. Tobe Hooper, the director of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, was struck by the idea of a disturbed individual crafting grotesque mementos from human remains. While the film is not a direct adaptation of Gein's crimes, the character of Leatherface, a masked killer who wears the skin of his victims, is clearly inspired by Gein. The filmmakers transposed elements of Gein's story to a rural Texas setting. They added a fictional family of cannibalistic killers, amplifying the horror and creating a nightmarish vision of rural America. Although the film is fictional, the spectre of Ed Gein looms large over its narrative. The release and reception, a cinematic shocker. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was released in 1974 to a mixed reception. Some critics praised its raw power and unsettling atmosphere, while others condemned its graphic violence. The film was banned in several countries and sparked controversy wherever it was shown. Despite its initial divisive response, the film found a large and devoted audience. Its low-budget aesthetic and relentless pace struck a nerve with viewers. The film tapped into primal fears of rural isolation, family secrets, and the dark side of the American dream. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre quickly gained notoriety and achieved cult status. It became a drive-in movie staple and a favorite at midnight screenings. The film's success established a new subgenre of horror, characterized by gritty realism, relentless violence, and morally ambiguous characters. Leatherface and the final girl enduring horror tropes. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre introduced several enduring tropes to the horror genre. Leatherface, the film's hulking, masked killer, became an instant horror icon. His grotesque appearance, chainsaw-wielding menace, and childlike demeanor made him a uniquely terrifying villain. The film also helped popularize the final girl trope in horror cinema. The final girl is typically a resourceful and resilient female character who survives the killer's rampage. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Sally Hardesty, played by Marilyn Burns, embodies this archetype. Sally's harrowing ordeal and narrow escape became a blueprint for countless horror films that followed. The final girl trope resonated with audiences, particularly women, who saw in these characters a reflection of their own strength and resilience in the face of danger. The cultural impact, a legacy of fear. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre had a profound cultural impact, shaping the horror genre and influencing countless filmmakers. Its gritty realism and unflinching violence pushed the boundaries of what was acceptable in mainstream cinema. The film sparked debates about censorship and the role of violence in entertainment. The film's influence can be seen in numerous horror films that followed, including Halloween, Friday the 13th, and A Nightmare on Elm Street. These films adopted the Texas Chainsaw Massacre's low-budget aesthetic, relentless pace, and focus on graphic violence. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre also tapped into anxieties about rural America, the breakdown of the family, and the dark underbelly of the American dream. These themes resonated with audiences and contributed to the film's enduring power. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre's enduring appeal is partly due to its loose connection to the real-life crimes of Ed Gein. The film's tagline, "Who will survive and what will be left of them?" played on the audience's fascination with true crime. True crime stories have always captivated audiences. They offer a glimpse into the darkest recesses of human nature, forcing us to confront our own mortality and the fragility of our civilized world. The popularity of true crime podcasts, documentaries, and television shows demonstrates our enduring fascination with the macabre. Perhaps we are drawn to true crime because it allows us to confront our fears in a safe, controlled environment. Or maybe we are simply curious about the motivations of those who commit such heinous acts. Whatever the reason, true crime continues to exert a powerful hold on our collective imagination. While the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is best known for its graphic violence, the film also offers subtle social commentary. The film's setting in rural Texas, a place often associated with traditional values and conservative ideology, is significant. The cannibalistic family at the heart of the film can be seen as a grotesque parody of the traditional American family. Their actions suggest a perversion of traditional values and a breakdown of social order. The film's release in 1974, during a time of social and political upheaval in the United States, is also significant. The Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal, and a growing sense of disillusionment with the American dream created a climate of fear and uncertainty. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre reflected these anxieties, offering a bleak and nihilistic vision of America. The success of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre spawned a franchise that continues to this day. The film has been followed by numerous sequels, remakes, and a prequel. While none of these subsequent films have captured the raw power of the original, they attest to the enduring appeal of the franchise. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise has become a part of American popular culture. Leatherface is an instantly recognizable horror icon, and the film's imagery and dialogue have permeated our collective consciousness. The franchise's longevity is a testament to the power of the original film. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre tapped into primal fears and anxieties that continue to resonate with audiences today. It is a film that continues to shock, disturb, and provoke discussion. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre remains a landmark film in the horror genre. Its influence can be seen in countless horror films that followed, and its iconic villain, Leatherface, continues to haunt our nightmares. The film's enduring appeal lies in its ability to tap into our deepest fears, confront us with the dark side of human nature, and offer a chilling glimpse into the abyss. While the film is fictional, its loose connection to the real-life crimes of Ed Gein adds an extra layer of unease. Gein's story serves as a reminder that the line between reality and nightmare is often thin and permeable. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a film that stays with you long after the credits have rolled. It is a testament to the enduring power of horror to shock, disturb, and provoke. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of horror.